Hey guys, what's up? Megan here. Answering a quick question I get from like probably 60% of my subscribers, man. And it's always the same. People complain that they're not getting big enough and they're trying everything that I talk about, which is vitamins. I'm gonna make a video about that again to remind you guys the importance of vitamins. They're getting the vitamins, they're getting their macros, their training well, splits of full body, whatever. And they're saying that they hit a plateau and they're not getting any more like muscle mass. They're getting stronger, they're not getting any more muscle mass, and it's been months. My thing is that if it's been months that you haven't gained muscle size in some parts of your body, I don't care if it's your legs or your arms or your back or something, in months, something is wrong. I told you guys, you should see results. Not outstanding results, but results at the very least, every 4 weeks. Right? Every 4 weeks you see results. If you highly disciplined and you're consistent, you don't miss workouts, you're getting all the food you're supposed to get. I'm gonna get to that later. And you're not seeing improvement, even minor improvements, in a matter of 4 weeks, which is a month, something is wrong. Because if you study the human body, right, on a deeper level, and you understand the reason why the human body grows, which is to adapt, in a nutshell, is to adapt, to survive. Your body adapts to shock and responds physically. You see physical changes. And if in 4 weeks you gave your body a reason to adapt and it hasn't adapted, something is wrong. That's like against like the whole fucking fundamentals of survival and adaptation. Your body will adapt physically if you give it the right shock and you give it the right sleep and nutrition. Even science prove that shit. In a matter of 3 to 4 weeks, you should see changes. I'm not talking about you should get 20-inch arms in 4 weeks, but you should see minor changes. You should look in the mirror and look different if you're consistent. And if that's the case, if you're consistent and you're getting your water, which is so important, you're getting your hydration, your vitamins, your macros, your sleep, you're training well with enough frequency, you're putting tension on the muscle, you're shocking your body, all that good shit, and you still don't see improvements, then there's only one reason, right? And that's the most common reason in almost every case I look at, every case I study. You're not getting enough protein. I'm sorry. People, you think you are, but you just not. The thing is, people think protein is protein. Well, there's the debate about whether whey protein or whatever is good or bad. Now, I'm not gonna get into that, right? Whatever protein you're getting, whatever whey protein you're getting, I'm hoping it's working for you. It should work, I don't know what brand you're using, but just protein. Your protein is so important. You see, I was looking at this study the other day where they were talking about, protein, how much, they're looking at two different groups. And they concluded, I'm not gonna get into the details of the study, but they concluded that somebody who already has muscle mass, right, who's already muscular and wants to maintain his muscle mass, does not need as much protein as somebody trying to build muscle, gain more muscle mass, which is common sense, right? But if they show that somebody who's huge can survive on like 60 grams of protein a day and still keep his muscle mass. And it makes sense because your body is not really trying to put on anything new, just trying to maintain what it already has. So 60 grams is enough. But they found out that people that were trying to put on muscle mass, to go from skinny to big or big to bigger, needed almost twice as much protein. Almost twice as much. Right? And more frequently. For people that say that, I don't believe in eating every 2-3 hours. You don't have to believe in that when it comes to metabolic, burning fat and all that shit. But as far as nitrogen balance, keeping a positive nitrogen balance, you need to eat protein frequently, at least every 3 hours. If you're really hardcore on bodybuilding, you're always working out and training hard and intense. Why? And I made several videos to explain. It's not bro science. It's bro science and it's science. You need a positive nitrogen balance. Nitrogen is the most important thing in building muscle. It's not protein. Your body uses protein because of nitrogen. If you take nitrogen away from protein, then protein is useless. And if your body is releasing more protein than it's coming in, more nitrogen than it's coming in, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to build that freakish muscle mass. That's why a lot of steroids do what? They have nitrogen retention technology, meaning a lot of these steroids keep nitrogen in the body. They keep it in the body so your body keeps reusing it. So you get fucking, broadly huge and shit like that. So the importance of having a positive nitrogen balance is so crucial. People say, I'm hitting my macros, I'm eating this, I'm not getting big. Increase your protein. Eat your protein more frequently. Another study I looked at was talking about how they looked at 3 different groups. One group was given protein in different dosages over different periods of time, every 2 hours, every 3 hours, 15 grams, 10 grams, 20 grams. And they found out a group that was given 20 grams of protein every 3 hours had significant higher protein synthesis than the other groups. So in a nutshell, conclusion, aim for at least 20 grams of protein every 3 hours. I don't care if it's your whey protein, if you believe in it. I don't care if it's your animal sources. Me personally, I love whey protein, but I really believe in taking at least 60 grams of protein from whey, and the other from animal sources, fish, beef, and stuff like that, chicken, eggs. That's just me. But hit that protein, even if you gotta buy cheap sources of protein like liver and beef. You guys know me, I was eating liver, I was eating gizzards and shit. But get your protein frequently if you're trying to put on significant size, dramatic changes. You know, if you just want to look good and be muscular, you know, like, you know, typical fashion model thing, yeah, you might not need all that protein. But you want to be super big without steroids, especially naturally, you got to keep the nitrogen balance positive. You got to get protein at least every 3 hours. I told you guys, changes came like this when I started doing this shit on top of my full body workout. So anyway, this video is longer than I expected it to be. But if you've been on the plateau for a long time in terms of building muscle, and you know it's not in your workout department because you're training hard, you're sleeping, you're eating, you're getting your water, then get your protein more frequently, all right? All right, increase your protein. Try to get at least 60 to 70 grams of protein a day. I would shoot for more because nobody really knows how much you need based on your body type, but I would say at least 70 from natural sources, and then, you know, the rest in supplements for whey protein and whatever. But shoot for, you know, the 1 gram per pound of body weight, you know, bullshit. The reason why I follow that is because, you know, I can't really I'd rather get more protein than less, right? And get it more frequently, right? Hope that helps. Dominance, discipline, direction. Stay tuned for the next video.